How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man RV, and this is another Arrow Reviews Thursdays. This week is Season 1, Episode 14. And what happened on this week's episode is Oliver's going after his mother and trying to find out what she knows. And when he's there, she tells him to please spare him so she can be with her kids. And she shows him a picture of him and Thea. And then when he draws down his bow, she shoots him. So after this, Oliver goes to Felicity's car. And when he's in Felicity's car, he gets him to take him to the Arrow Cave. And Digital operates on him and gets him stabilized. And during this, Oliver's having flashbacks. So in the flashback scenes, Oliver and Slade Wilson is trying to get off the island. And there's a supply plane coming in. So Slade has to train Oliver so that they can get off this island. So Slade has 10 days to train Oliver. So while Slade is training Oliver, he's teaching him more fighting techniques and more stuff that he learns that makes him become the Arrow. And during this, we get some backstory on Slade Wilson and the guy who tortured Oliver. And the guy who tortured Oliver's name is Billy Wintergreen. And what happened is, Slade Wilson and Billy Wintergreen was took to the island to rescue Yafei. And during this, the guy who is the head of this operation on this island gave Slade Wilson and Billy Wintergreen an offer to join his ranks, and Billy Wintergreen took it and betrayed Slade Wilson. So after Slade tells Oliver about this, they go to the airstrip, and Slade gives Oliver one task, and that's to take out the guy that's in the control tower. And Oliver asked him, "What about the other 10?" And Slade says, "You worry about your one, I'll worry about my 10." So when they're doing this, Oliver's headed to the control tower, and Slade's sniping out all these guys. And Oliver gets to the control tower and there's 3 guys left, and Slade runs out of bullets, so he walks in behind them and kills them with the sword. And when Oliver goes into the control tower, he tries to fight this guy, and this guy almost calls out to the guy that's over this operation, and Slade Wilson winds up killing him. So what happens is the carrier plane calls in to verify the landing. And when Slade Wilson tells them the codes and everything, the carrier plane says this quote, and it's a quote from the Odyssey, and Oliver knows this quote, and they verify their identity, tricking this guy, saying that they're this guy that they just took out. Now what happens after this, Oliver goes to try to save Shadow's father, Maseo, I think, yeah. And he's telling them that they got away off the island, and he's told him, and he tells him, and tells Oliver that he can't. And Oliver asks, "Why can't you leave?" And he says, "It's not why, it's who." And after this, the head guy of this operation comes in, and Maseo has to. It's not Maseo. Shadow's father has to punch Oliver out and knock him out. So they put Oliver in the circle, and they're about to execute him. And Oliver talks to Billy Wintergreen and gets them all riled up. And this is when Slade Wilson comes and blows up this base and kills Billy Wintergreen. And after this, Oliver and Slade escapes, and the head guy shows Shadow's father Shadow, because he got Shadow held captive, and that's why Shadow's father's doing what he's doing. So then that finishes the flashback scenes. Now the rest of the present day scenes, Oliver wakes up, and Oliver and Diddle get in another argument about Oliver's mother, and Oliver tells Diddle that his mother's off limits until they find out more about what's happening. And Felicity joins the group. The only reason she joins the group is to help find Walter, and she says she's going to leave after that. My question for y'all is, do y'all think Felicity's going to stay full term or she's going to leave like she says she is. As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. That's you, Jesus. See you on next time.